Be honest with me right now. How many hours do you spend every day scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube? Now ask yourself this: how often do you actually like a post, leave a comment, reply to a story, or share something? If your answer is, I mostly just scroll and watch silently, then congratulations. You are part of the massive group known as social media lurkers, and you are definitely not alone. According to the famous 99-1 rule of online participation, roughly 90% of users are lurkers who only consume content, 9% engage occasionally, and just 1% create most of the content we all see. Recent studies still show that between 75% to 90% of people on social platforms behave this way. In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden psychology behind this behavior. Why do so many of us choose to stay silent observers instead of active participants? Let's dive in. What exactly is a social media lurker? A social media lurker is someone who passively consumes content. They scroll endlessly, watch videos, read posts and stories, observe other people's lives, but they rarely, if ever, like, comment, share, or post anything themselves. Lurking has existed since the early days of the internet. In online communities and forums, these silent users were always the majority. Today, with billions of people on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, lurking has become the default behavior for most of us. The psychology behind lurking: 5 key reasons. Reason 1: social anxiety and fear of judgment. The #1 psychological driver is fear. Many people suffer from social anxiety or simply worry about being judged. They think, what if my comment looks stupid? What if people troll me or make fun of me? This fear of negative evaluation makes them stay invisible. Introverts and people with high sensitivity to judgment are especially prone to this behavior. Reason 2: privacy and self-protection. In a world where oversharing is common, lurking feels like a safe boundary. People can watch others' highlight reels, learn new things, and stay informed without revealing their own opinions, personal life, or vulnerabilities. It's a form of self-protection, refusing to disclose information while still staying connected to the digital world. Reason 3: mental fatigue and information overload. We are exposed to thousands of posts, videos, and notifications every single day. This constant stream causes mental fatigue and burnout. Liking, commenting, or posting requires cognitive effort and emotional energy. When your brain is exhausted, the easiest and least demanding option is passive scrolling. Studies have shown that social media fatigue is one of the strongest predictors of lurking behavior. Reason 4: upward social comparison and emotional discomfort. Passive lurking often leads to heavy social comparison. You see everyone's perfect vacations, successful careers, fit bodies, and happy moments. This triggers envy, FOMO, fear of missing out, lowered self-esteem, and sometimes even anxiety or depression. Because engaging might mean facing these uncomfortable feelings more directly, many people prefer to stay quiet observers. Reason 5: personality traits and cognitive style. Some people are naturally wired to be lurkers. Introverts, deep thinkers, and highly observant individuals often prefer absorbing information quietly rather than reacting instantly. They enjoy reflecting on content instead of immediately sharing their thoughts. For them, lurking isn't laziness. It's a thoughtful way of engaging with the world. The dark side of lurking. While lurking feels harmless, excessive passive use has real consequences. Research links it to higher levels of anxiety, depression, loneliness, and reduced life satisfaction. Because you consume without meaningful interaction, you miss out on the social support and sense of belonging that active engagement can sometimes provide. You end up comparing yourself to others while staying emotionally isolated. The bright side: is lurking always bad? Not necessarily. For many people, lurking can be a smart and healthy strategy. It allows you to learn, gain knowledge, and stay updated without getting caught in drama, arguments, or the pressure to present a perfect life. Thoughtful lurkers are often more reflective and less impulsive than constant posters. The key is balance, knowing when passive consumption serves you and when it starts harming your mental health. What can you do about it? actionable tips. If you want to move from being a pure lurker to a more balanced user, start small. Here are a few practical steps, like 1 or 2 posts today that genuinely resonate with you. Leave a short, authentic comment on something meaningful. Set a small weekly goal. For example, reply to 3 stories. Be mindful of how you feel after passive scrolling versus light engagement. Small actions like these can gradually improve your mood, build real connections, and reduce the negative effects of endless, silent scrolling. So after watching this, I want to ask you, are you a lurker? Why do you think you scroll but rarely engage? Lurking is a fascinating window into human psychology. It reveals our fears, our need for privacy, our mental limits, and our natural personalities. Understanding it is the first step toward using social media more consciously. If this video helped you understand yourself or others better, please hit the like button, share it with your fellow lurkers, and subscribe for more psychology-based content. Drop your answer in the comments. Are you a lurker? What's your biggest reason for staying silent on social media? Let's discuss it openly. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.